Welcome back to the Asylum.
I'm Kane.
And I'm Deshaun.
And we are the Arkham Inmates. And we are back for episode 3 of Daredevil Born Again. So,
I'm fucking ready, boy.
Yeah, I'm ready. The last episode was pretty fucking more informational rather than like
we're introduced to White Tiger.
Yeah, and more of like him doing courtroom stuff, which I like to see. And then the first episode obviously was just a banger of a start. Only thing is that at the end of the second one is the guy that saw White Tiger,
the
witness
White Tiger saved,
that they're about to go kill, and then Charlie just beat the shit out of him, and that's where we left off. So, I'm expecting some good shit this episode. The first two have been bangers, and I hope this, every episode. What is the TV rating? Was it like out of 10, 8.9, like each episode?
Oh, like actually?
Yeah, don't they do like the highest one? It's like 8.9s, 9.
I have no idea. I'm pretty sure personally.
Because I know the Penguin, they didn't. The lowest episode they had was like a 7.8 or whatever on the scale. But
because of episode 1 and what happened with Foggy, that could affect the
maybe the audience. Yeah, I mean, I think both
so
two
far,
episodes. Yeah, I'm expecting this one to be a solid 8 or 9 or 10. In that range. Okay. So, but let's get right into it.
Bring you some food. No.
Luquillo is a beach near where I'm from in Puerto Rico. To me, it's the most beautiful place on earth. White sand.
White tigers.
The cookie.
And the cookie.
It's a little tree frog.
Oh.
Doesn't croak. It sings its name.
Be far.
Hey, I don't need a fucking demonstration, bro.
Oh, hey, calm down.
I laugh because the tourists, man, they think it's noisy and annoying, but to us Boricuas, man, it's a magical sound.
I bet he likes Bad Bunny.
It mates for life, right? So every sunset,
eat cookies every sunset.
Thousands of these frogs start calling out to the one and only love. It's the music of the island.
What makes you think I need a fucking history lesson? Let me prep you for court.
Can we take in a nice moment, please?
Can we take in the cookies, please? I'm just kidding. Audience, if you're Puerto Rican, I'm sorry. I was just joking.
That's how you want to start this? Apologizing to the Puerto Ricans? I'm sorry, Puerto Ricans. It was just a joke.
Who is it? It's Frank Castle.
Ha!
Yo, what's up? Be cool. It's a gimme. No one plays cowboy.
Evening, gentlemen. Oh, nippy, isn't it? Couldn't trouble you for the keys to this fine vehicle, could I? Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And, wallets while you're at it.
Thank you. Easy does it, lad.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Who the fuck is... I don't give a fuck that he's 5.
You a hard man, are you? Yeah.
You shouldn't have shot.
Silly wee bastard.
Yeah, you shouldn't have showed your gun. Yep. Oh.
Man, him? For complying?
Damn, right?
Always a witness.
Dude, he's always eating a fucking omelet.
He lost weight, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Gained more muscle.
I know that it hurts to just sit by, but I'm reaching for higher goals.
Such as? Sorry to bother you, sir, but you wanted to be updated on anything happening near the Red Hook port?
Yes.
Last night there was a double homicide not half a mile from the port. Apparently a hijacking gone wrong. It really doesn't hope so. The place is a destination.
So, that Irish dude's probably acting out.
Yeah.
Because he likes her.
Inspire Chief Gallo to make it a priority.
Yeah, we can try.
they're misbehaving because there's no one at the head of the table. Without you or me there. They'll turn on each other.
Yeah, someone's got to be the hand.
Rats at the bottom of the barrel. Let them kill each other.
And when they're done with each other, whoever is left standing will come after you.
That world, that kind of violence, petty blood feuds. None of it is our concern.
I mean, that's how you made all your money, dude. What do you mean?
I don't care about that, Alfred. Any of that.
Right? That is your concern. They're gonna come and kill you. You're fucking Kingpin. Why is his knuckles keep being... Is he, like, punching people without us knowing?
Well, it's probably hitting something.
Yeah.
To let the anger out. Let the devil out.
Just beat the devil.
You know you don't need those glasses indoors, right?
I'm sorry, are you talking to me? Who's there?
You're a blind lawyer who can fight.
You know, Murdoch, I bet Judge Cooper would be interested to hear that you're interfering with a police investigation.
Oh, I think you mean a shakedown.
Well, that doesn't exactly seem ethical. I bet he'd throw you right off the case.
Well, at least I won't go to jail. Witness tampering is a serious offense. Now, maybe you get lucky and the DA only slaps you with a misdemeanor. But I doubt it.
Yeah, nigga. I'll see you in court, nigga.
Right.
You all bruised up, nigga.
Hey, Cherry Cola. Get back, man. Fine. Is it? Come on, man.
First of all, it's not a party. I'm not your man. And this is just for me to get you on the stand without sweating and puking.
Relax. I got you.
So that's the witness. Yeah.
How long have you been with the NYPD, Officer Powell?
Just over 15 years.
In those 15 years, how many commendations of excellence have you received?
3. I got 1 for integrity and 2 for community service.
Would you
Integrity.
serve your seniority to be working on New Year's Eve?
I volunteered. Well, a lot of the guys in my precinct, they got families, you know, kids, and mine are grown. Kel's too.
Kel, Officer Shanahan, your partner.
Yeah. We were assigned at Washington Heights, and a lot of the guys got sent down to Times Square for the ball drop.
Did you and Officer Shanahan see much action that night?
Yeah, we didn't see any action until we got down to the platform on 168th.
What happened there?
Well, we were just finishing up a routine sweep. You know, the place is like a ghost town, and the defendant, he just came out of nowhere. He had this wild look in his eyes, and when you're a cop long enough, you know what that look means, and he starts running.
Oh, his wife's there. Sweet.
Did you tell the defendant to stop?
Yes, many times.
Don't react, Hector.
We yelled, we flashed.
That was good. That was good.
And he starts pounding on us, and then I feel Kel pull him off me. Next thing I know, the guy just takes Kel and he just pushes him in front of the train. Like it was nothing.
Like it was nothing.
Objection. Beating.
Sustained. Officer Powell, I know how hard this is for you.
Me and Kel Shanahan, we were partners for 8 years.
Man, I hate when people lie so good.
And kids, and just talking about how shitty the Knicks are.
They're all cops.
Yeah, they're all Knicks fans
Yeah.
too. So now they're gonna say, "Get
Yeah.
the fuck off."
God, he's playing it so well too. Oh, I've been here for 15 years. I volunteered on New Year's Eve.
I have an integrity award.
Right.
I'm told you have a black eye. I hope everything is okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
You know, there's this thing they say in boxing, the best cure for a black eye is fast hands.
Objection. Sustained. Come on, Mr. Murdoch.
I'm clear on something. You testified that before my client arrived at the station, the place was a ghost town.
Yeah.
Meaning you and your partner were alone on the platform.
Yes.
Now, language can be strange sometimes, so I just want to make sure we're saying the same thing here. By alone, you mean just the two of you, no one else?
That's right.
There's no passenger waiting for a train?
No.
No busker playing a guitar?
No.
Okay, so you're alone. No buskers or passengers. Mr. Powell, let's try this. You ever met a man named Nicky Torres?
I never heard of him.
It's curious, because as I understand it, Nicky Torres is a confidential informant who used to work with the NYPD. In fact, used to work with you and Officer Shanahan directly.
Oof. Got him.
Officer Powell, did you and Officer Shanahan have an arranged meeting with Nicky Torres on the platform that night?
What? Say something.
Yeah, say something. Come on. You already look like shit.
I told you I don't know him.
Directly, nigga?
Say that. Thank you.
That's crazy, bro.
Broke your character. Dude, the whole precinct is...
Damn,
okay,
dude.
so I guess Punisher... They're gonna have to explain that. If this is a whole court episode, I'll be fine. I actually like court shit.
He's almost ready. What's he doing?
Should I be worried?
He better not overdose.
Hey, you promised I'd be safe.
You'll be fine if you stay out of
No,
sight.
get out of sight. Get in the van. Get in the van. Someone's watching. I feel like this is not gonna go how the way they think it's gonna go.
Not.
Yeah. Something's
That
up.
really sucks.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he does look like shit.
Yep.
That guy worked directly under him.
The doors isn't gonna get them here any faster.
Who says I'm looking at the doors?
I'll be here.
I really hate that when this happens.
Because now it's gonna look bad in front of the case. Oh, Nicky Torres was shot dead and found overdosed under a bridge last night, you know?
Supreme Court, State of New York, Part 20 is in session. The Honorable Fitzgerald Cooper presiding.
Isn't the judge bought off too, technically?
No.
You good?
Maybe they'll get it. Yeah. He knows. He knows what's going on.
Something in front of him's gonna fucking...
He knows. Call fucking... Call him. Yeah, he knows.
Mr. Murdoch, call your witness.
Just another second, Your Honor.
Oh, that's him!
An officer.
Get out of the van, asshole.
How did he get there?
The fuck? I fucking hate
Ooh,
that shit.
oh, it's gonna be a fake
Yeah.
one.
Yes,
it's a
thank
fake
you,
one.
bro.
That's right. He already knew. Suck a dick. You're going to jail. He already knew.
Please get in the building
Get
safely.
in the building. Yeah.
Please, for the love of God.
Is he there?
Yes!
Yes! Fuck that dude. You got played. He already knew you were gonna do that. Let's go, Matt.
Dude, I
Look
fucking
at that
love,
lawyer. Yeah.
I love his dude, his guy.
Yeah. He knew that shit.
Yeah,
He knew
bro.
he was being watched. All right.
Would you state your name for the record?
My name's Nicky Torres.
And where do you live, Mr. Torres?
Washington.
What if someone got to him and they made him?
You think he's gonna lie? Like perjury?
Yeah.
Where are you working right now?
I'm between jobs at the moment.
Right, you've had a rough couple of years, huh?
18 months ago, I got pinched for dealing. I knew I shouldn't have done it, but I got a kid. I needed money.
So, you were looking at a prison sentence. What happened with that case?
It went away.
Can you tell the jury why?
I told the cops I'd help them out sometimes.
And by help out, you mean become a confidential informant?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Torres, is that what you're doing on the night?
Please say yes.
Were you passing along information to Officers Shanahan and Powell?
You're protected. It's okay.
God. Fuck! He's gonna get scared.
Come on. You're protected.
Remembering you're under oath.
Come on.
No. I was home all night.
Fuck me, bro.
Previously, you stated pretty clearly that you were actually at the 168th Street subway station being beaten when
Hector Ayala intervened to save your life.
Objection.
With great risk, put himself in harm's way, didn't he?
Isn't that true? Counsel, stand down.
Damn it!
Oh, this is bullshit.
Just end it.
Well, what's it gonna be, Mr. Murdoch?
Withdraw the witness, Your Honor.
Oh my god!
I fucking hate that guy.
I hate pussies. Well, I'll say cowards. Maybe pussy is the wrong word. Like, come on, dude.
If you were already
you're
there,
in a room full of judges. Everyone knows you're already there.
well, he's thinking out afterwards, but
yeah,
it's
but
like
he's Daredevil, and even though he doesn't know he's Daredevil, you can get protection after that. You literally can get protection from somebody that Matt trusts, even his dude that was there. Like, come on, that was a full setup to take him down.
I fucking hate that.
I hate the system, dude.
The mayor's 30 minutes late.
He won't be joining us. Now, the shootout 2 days ago at the port is just the latest in a long line of very noisy mistakes. Truck hijackings, violence at the docks, the gang war. These are the headlines splashed across the front page of the Examiner. It all ends today.
We don't take orders from you, son. That's not how things work.
Luca, this is what you owe Victor. Restitution.
$1.8. I like the sound of that.
Are you out of your mind?
Maybe next time you should hire guys who know how to jack
Maybe
a
you
truck.
shouldn't hire a bunch of trigger-happy assholes.
Enough! You're proving my point.
All this arguing, bloodshed, chaos, it's getting in the way. 1.8.
Maybe the cops got to him, or they threatened his kid.
Or he was never on our side in the first place.
So what do we have without Nikki?
Nothing. Our entire defense just got flushed down the toilet.
Unless you convince him.
There's a paper trail.
Well, then he'd go to jail for perjury.
That was his fault.
Well, you're not going to convince him to go to jail for perjury.
Without witness.
I looked. There's nothing. Powell did everything in cash. Kept it all off the books.
You testify for them? Is there a case we can hang on him?
Nothing I found.
He's innocent. We put him on the stand. He tells his side of the story, the truth. And we hope the jury see him the way we do.
No. Jury or not.
It's our only move.
We're gonna need a lot more bourbon.
That really does suck.
Fuck. I hate when they do that in movies. Like, I know they're supposed to do movies to keep it, like, tense. But, like, dude.
To do, it's not going to work.
You're helping people get hurt.
Counseling?
Tell me.
I sent Buck to Luca to tell him to pay Victor 1.8 restitution for the hijacking.
Let's not fall into a place where I don't trust you.
Yeah.
I don't like watching everything fall apart.
I respect that. You wanted to keep the peace. Sometimes peace needs to be broken. And chaos must reign. Just for a moment. To build a stronger order.
Is that what
The
it is?
order.
Chaos before a stronger peace? Or is it my penance for what I did?
No.
You're punishing me for Adam.
I'm not punishing you for anything.
You're leaving me out in the cold.
Nah, she's
Can't
reaching.
discuss these things, Vanessa.
She's
In
reaching
front
a
of the
bit.
therapist. We'd have to kill her.
God, I'm not that man anymore, Vanessa. I'm eating my omelets half-baked. I have a lighter step.
One asparagus, Vanessa. Just the one.
Instead of 3, I've been eating 1
I forgot Ben Urich's got a baddie of a niece.
Oh my god.
Would you say you're at the 168th Street subway station?
No, a few times a week. It's close to the apartment.
Were you there on New Year's Eve?
Yes.
Would you mind walking us through what happened that night?
Yeah, I bought some flowers at La Bodega, and I was heading down to the station.
Where were you going, Mr. Ayala? Mr. Ayala?
My wife and I, we live with my sister and my niece. Soledad and I, we've always dreamt of having our own place, and I had finally saved up the money. I put a deposit down on a studio in the South Bronx.
Damn.
It's not much, but it's ours.
You're heading into the station. What happens next?
I heard yelling. Sounded like someone was in trouble, so I ran down to see what was going on.
What did you see?
A man getting beat up.
Did you know the man?
No, and I never saw him again until yesterday in court. And now I know his name is Nicky Torres.
What about the men who were doing the beating? Did you know them?
No.
Did you know they were police officers?
No. I yelled at them to stop, and they didn't. So I ran down to help. And then everything just happened so fast. I tried to break it up, then they started beating on me, and I tried to fight them off, and then all of a sudden one of them slipped and fell into the tracks. I was just trying to help. I didn't want anyone to get hurt.
Could have just walked away. Ignored the problem. You decided to risk your own safety to help a stranger. Wasn't the first time, was it?
He's gonna expose him as White Tiger. That's the only way, because why would a vigilante do that? Oh.
The question is, why?
Because he was in trouble.
You intervened that night because you're a hero.
Matt, don't do this.
Mr. Ayala, yes or no? Are you the vigilante known as the White Tiger?
Oh, he fucking... Oh!
Yo! Hey, yo! And he specifically asked not for it to be, oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's gonna paint the... They're gonna have to get a new jury.
Yeah. They're gonna have to redo everything, because, yeah. Oh, my God.
Matt's gonna get, like, thrown off this case, bro. They're gonna have to get a new jury to everything.
Well, you are a real slippery piece of shit, you know that?
You sat in that very spot, and you misled me. You made representations to me. You conned me into suppressing this information. You lectured me about what's right and wrong. And then you had the nerve to stand up and make a mockery of my courtroom.
Wasn't my intention, Your Honor. They somehow got to my star witness. My hand was forced.
What happened to all that lofty rhetoric about unfairly biasing the jury?
Hector's alter ego is critical to this case. What he's done as the White Tiger speaks to the strength of his character. It's well within my...
Is there a division of hypocrisy at Murdoch and
Stop
Associates?
it. Stop it. I can strike this from the record, but that...
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah.
You'd have to get a new jury. Yeah.
Ship has sailed. Put me in quite a bind, Mr. Murdoch.
I didn't mean to disrespect the court, Your Honor.
Let me be clear. You blew open this door, Mr. Murdoch, which means...
Yeah, it's open season on my client.
Dude, this is such a show. He would get thrown off the case, bro.
I sit atop a pyramid of over 500 ADAs. You're not going to be able to stumble into traffic court without one of them up your ass. I hope it was worth it.
I knew it, right? When he was just like, you're a hero, aren't you? Damn, held the mask up.
That's
the only way they're gonna
he endangered him though. He's gonna go
Exactly.
back to jail and shit.
Yeah.
You should have asked me first.
It wouldn't have shocked the jury. It had to be genuine.
I know.
It wasn't your secret to tell.
No, it wasn't. He knows better than anyone.
Yep.
Just trying to keep you out of prison.
You
buddy.
should tell him it's your
We
Daredevil.
were losing. I had to take a big swing.
You know why? Because I'm Daredevil.
You know, Hector, if you are acquitted, your White Tiger days are over. I mean, you know that, right? You can't ever put that suit back
Well, I hope he knows that fucking if he's not and he goes to jail, he's screwed.
White Tiger is more than just putting on a suit. It's who I am. It's a calling.
Oh, he knows.
I didn't choose it. He chose me.
You know.
Might as well ask me to stop breathing.
There are other ways to help.
My mind's kind of weird.
Well, he's not Daredevil right now. He
Yeah.
still hasn't done it.
My mind's kind of weird because I know they filmed this right after they did that Puerto Rico scene. He was whistling.
Being him.
We had just dropped our son off at a game. We were driving home, and this SUV, it runs a stop sign, and it just plows right into us. The engine caught on fire.
Okay.
I tried to open the door, but it was stuck. I thought for
People
sure
would
we
see.
were dead. Until all of a sudden I see someone running toward us. It was White Tiger. He saved our lives.
A few weeks ago, I was leaving.
This is the smartest play.
His wife's gonna hear all this.
Yeah, and love him again. Maybe I shouldn't divorce you.
He had a knife. I was so scared. If White Tiger hadn't been there, I don't know what would have happened.
Why can't he be Black Panther or Black? I'm just kidding.
God.
Why the tiger gotta be white?
I gotta be White Tiger.
Hello. On the night of October 2nd at 2:38 a.m., I responded to an attempted burglary call. When I arrived, the suspect was hiding in an alley, and before I could draw my weapon, he attacked me without provocation. We fought, and then White Tiger appeared. He intervened, pulled the suspect off me, then helped me subdue and arrest the suspect.
Good shit. A cop
it's a
story.
cop, yep.
Yep.
More police reports. Officer Reyes. Officer Wong. Officer Morales. Officer Grant.
Officer Morales. That was a drop, bro. I caught that. Officer Morales.
Yo, is that really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Many of the people in this room would consider White Tiger to be an ally. Mr. Ayala, let's talk about Mr. and Mrs. Burgos.
You're doing a lot of Spider-Man drops.
To save strangers.
It's the right thing to do.
What about Gianna Moreno? You again put yourself in harm's way. Why?
It's the right thing to do.
And when you saw Officer Barlow was in trouble, you ran in when others would have run out. Why?
It's the right thing to do.
Police said Hector attacked them, that he came out of nowhere. That's what they said. But why would Hector, the White Tiger, why would he do this without
They're gonna bring up Daredevil.
extraordinary strength and power? Would any of you walk into battle with one arm tied behind your back? I wouldn't. Every night, Hector Ayala goes out and risks his life to keep his neighborhood safe, to protect his community. So ask yourselves, does this sound like the type of man who would murder a police officer in cold blood? He is a man of integrity. The community says so. The police say so.
Love that.
An ask doesn't make the man. And whether Hector Ayala is wearing a White Tiger suit or not, he's a hero.
Are they gonna? I feel like they're gonna bring up some fuck shit that Daredevil did, like killing Poindexter
No,
or trying.
I don't know.
To try and build a case of like vigilantes.
Oh, you mean the guy against him?
Yeah.
Maybe.
You know, every morning I get up, I kiss my wife, I call my kids, I go to work to serve the people of this great city. I go to church every Sunday. I sit in my usual pew. I give money to my parish. Then I drive out to Queens to see my mother. Does that make me a good person?
What?
That was a trick question. See, frankly, it's a false premise. Good people can do bad things. Bad people can do good things. Humans. All of us, we're messy, complicated, capable of good, capable of evil. Yes, Hector Ayala might have done some good things. Does that make him incapable of doing a bad thing?
That's true. That's a good fucking argument.
It is and it isn't. Why would he randomly?
Exactly.
Do you know what happens to a person when they get hit by a train? When you have 200,000 pounds of steel,
he's gonna go with the victim route.
All your bones break. All of your organs are eviscerated. Your body twists up like a circus balloon full of blood. But here's the kicker. You're still alive. You don't actually die until they back the train up, and then your body, it just bursts. And that is exactly what happened to Officer Shanahan when Hector Ayala pushed him in front of that train. But we're supposed to be okay with that, right? Because he's done some nice things for people.
But why would he
push him
randomly do something like that out of nowhere?
Yeah, it's not his pattern.
These men and women you see sitting here.
It's a good emotional argument.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense
It doesn't have
logically.
a lot of
Even in the face of danger, and every single day, these brave men and women show up to serve the people of this city, to serve you, to serve me. And they do all that without a mask. If Hector's sole intent was to do good for his community, why is he hiding?
Because people would come after him.
Real heroes don't need to hide.
Okay, even though half your police force is fucking corrupt.
Well,
God, I mean, it's a good argument doing the tugging on the strings, but there's no, like, if his pattern, and he even said there's no record, he doesn't have a record of anything, he's a good dad, like, everything is good, why would that one random event of pushing it, that makes no sense.
I think he's an uncle, I don't think he's a dad.
I thought that was his daughter. His wife and his daughter?
No, his wife and his niece.
Oh. Well, still, like, there's no record of him doing anything evil.
They live with the sister and the niece. And that was his wife.
Did he lose?
I fucking hope not, because that nigga's life is endangered forever.
Yeah, because now everyone in prison knows he's White Tiger.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you lost. Maybe we're just going to another week or something. Okay. I was about to say.
And this is a good argument for registering the vigilantes. That's what they're trying to do.
Come on, not guilty.
Jury reached a verdict.
We have you.
Come on. Come on.
Will the defendant please rise?
Come on, the cop literally froze in the middle of his speech. The guy, the coke addict, literally lied. Come on.
People versus Hector Ayala. On the count of murder in the first degree, the jury finds the defendant not guilty.
Yes!
All right, bro.
Yes!
Holy fuck.
On the count of murder in the second degree.
Oh.
The jury finds the defendant not guilty.
Okay, okay.
First count of manslaughter.
Just wait for
first
it.
degree, the jury finds the defendant not
Okay,
guilty.
Yes!
thank God.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Matt. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck all those dirty cops. We gotta figure out what that Punisher's tattoo's about.
Mr. Ayala, you're free to go.
Thank you.
Is he going to be arrested for vigilantism?
They might do something.
A cop?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Some shit like that's going to happen. Or he's going to get killed.
Maybe, yeah. But now he's got a target on his back.
Because isn't White Tiger in that Spider-Man TV show a girl?
Yeah.
Might be his niece.
There's no further comment at this stage. Thank you.
Cool. Good.
Daniel.
Yes, sir.
Your friend, the journalist, BB.
All due respect, sir, we have people at the Times.
Tell her I want to see her again.
Absolutely.
I want to see her again too. Shit.
Oh
Bring her on the screen.
Gotta love a man who cooks.
Yeah, dinner for one in public's a bit depressing.
Tell me about it. So is this the Matt Murdock victory lap? You win the Ayala case, and now you get to enjoy the spoils.
Well, not quite. I'd be mad confused. I'd be like, yo, how you know if it's cooked all the way?
Right.
Straight out
I mean,
of
you
law
can
school,
test with
so broke.
certain things, but
We pulled about everything we had together for an office bottle of Melvin's. Only broke it open when we won. Needless to say, the first bottle lasted a very long time.
Fuck! I can't believe he's dead.
they might Winter Soldier.
System works.
I've been seeing a lot of memes where they Winter Soldier Foggy.
Foggy?
You're talking
Who the
about
hell
your
is
friend
Foggy?
Yeah.
Foggy Nelson, right? Kind of wondering when you would.
It's It's not easy. He certainly knew how to enjoy the good moments when they came.
Well then, here's to a man who cooks.
I love that.
And Foggy Nelson. May God hold them all in the hollow of his hand.
Okay.
And he's so Catholic, I'm happy she said that.
An absolute miscarriage of justice.
Well, sir, a court and a jury found him not guilty.
Courts fail, juries get it wrong. I should know. And now, a masked vigilante, a murderer, is allowed to roam the streets. And a veteran of the NYPD lies dead.
Oh, he's going back out. It's crazy word.
What? Dude, you're gonna die. People are gonna be after you, and they're gonna know it's you.
Vigilante.
You know, he got a new apartment, too. We got a little new condo or whatever.
That's based on the rule of law. A man who wears a mask to cover his face is a coward.
I really never understood the whole why people hate vigilantes. I never got it.
Vigilantes, they are not heroes.
Yes, they are. Fuck you, Fisk.
I ran on a promise. And the acquittal of Hector Ayala.
Is he gonna die?
Probably.
Keep it.
Oh my!
Fucking crazy. Crazy. That was fucking insane. What the fuck?
The rule of law must prevail.
Do you think Fisk... Is that his dude?
Oh! Oh my god, is that Punisher? Is that...
No, that's a follower. That's a follower. That's not Frank. Frank wouldn't do that.
Oh my god.
Reminds me of the
Wow, that was I knew they were gonna do that. Once they had him walking, I knew. Oh man.
What?
But
oh, yeah.
That was a crazy episode. That was insane. Oh my god. But let's talk about that. Right, so we just got done watching the 3rd episode of Daredevil Born Again, and just started off, that was a rough way to end it. They are keeping this show very, very penguiny, very like anyone's gonna die, like very, very fucking fucked up. Like that ending, that was like, because you spend the whole episode, and we probably should have seen it coming. They spent the whole episode getting him off. He's now free.
Felt it coming.
He can be with his family. Like, I knew when they, like, put the mask on, and then when you get those, like, there's certain shots you see in movies that we see when they do a long shot and we're focusing on this character while we hear something going on. We're like, he's about to die. But that was just a really just mean way to do it. That was a very, like, it was realistic.
Yeah.
And, like, he just, you know, it's just quick like that. But I
wonder how much that amulet is supposed to protect him.
Well, he's definitely dead.
That's why I'm saying, like, what is the amulet's ability? Like, how deep does it go? Because
in the comics, the amulet gives him, it's kind of like the Black Panther, but like Black Panther has, like in the MCU, Black Panther has that suit. Yeah. So like even if you shoot him, he's bulletproof. Yeah. But in the comics, he can be shot in the head. Like if he's caught off guard, he can die. So it's probably the same thing as that.
And I want to say this before I forget. The for that ending, I feel like I think I touched on this like a last episode or something. I feel like they're touching up on like what the Matt Reeves did with the Batman with the Riddler. I feel like they're taking an ideology and they're twisting it into their own
for like the Punisher
cult type of thing, but for the Punisher, same way they did with Riddler.
They're obviously taking the Punisher's image and turning it into, like you're saying, a cult. Yep. So that wasn't the Punisher that we know, Frank, but that might be the Punisher. You know what I mean? Like, that might be, like, the dudes, even in Fisk in the episode 2, when he said, oh, there's a guy dressed as a spider, and there's a trigger-happy maniac with a skull on his thing. That might be him, but not Frank. Maybe someone else is the Punisher, because Frank gave it up or something, and now a more trigger-happy kills anybody is Punisher. You know what I mean? Maybe that's the Punisher, and Frank like retired. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, but I think there might be a like a leader of the group, but I don't think there's.
You think that was just a random cult person?
I think it could have been, or it could have been the leader. But I will say what you just said. I don't think there's I don't think like someone in that group is known as the Punisher right now, going on.
So you think that Frank is still the Punisher doing his own thing?
I think Frank is in retirement, and they took, because he's retired and he's not doing what he's doing, they took up the mantle.
Yeah.
But they're not
But not one person is calling himself the Punisher.
I don't think they're
probably being like the
I don't even think they're actively going out there the way Frank was in season 2. Fucking.
It's more just. I mean, because they got cops.
Yeah.
They got a bunch of people, so it's probably just. Culty.
It's more of like behind the scenes killings rather than like in Frank in season 2 of Daredevil. He was just fucking laying all the fucking gangs down.
Yeah.
And every gang in Hell's Kitchen was just dead, hanging them on meat hooks. I don't think they're as ruthless and just as cut dry as, all right, dead. I think they're behind the scenes.
Now, do you think that with Fisk talking in the background with BB, do you think that was a hit Fisk did?
I think
100%, or do you think that was just random because he went back out?
It
when
may
he
have.
Shouldn't have.
Once I saw that Punisher thing, I think it was a random hit. Not random, but I think it was a targeted hit by that group, that cult. I don't think Fisk had anything to do with it, because I'd be very contradicting of his character.
Right. Do you think that the main cop, right, that took the stand, the one that Daredevil beat up, right?
Yeah.
He was a part of that group.
Oh, yeah.
So do you think that the cops that are a part of that group were like, okay, we know who White Tiger is.
Yeah.
Go kill him.
Yeah, that's probably what.
That's what you think it is, rather than Kingpin really making the hit.
Yep.
Okay. That was like such a cruel
way to
do it, because he just won. He now feels more empowered to go out and help his community. And even though everyone's like, you can't be White Tiger anymore, you're gonna die. We even said that.
Yep.
He still chose to do it because he's a fucking hero.
Yep.
And his wife now, like, they didn't really show it, but you could see it during the courtroom scene. Like, his wife's now like, my husband, like, I love my husband. Like, my husband is what, like, he's the man I want to be. Just did all that. His niece is sitting there in the courtroom, like, yes, all happy.
As soon as I saw that niece, I'm like, oh, this dude's dead.
Well, I knew that they were gonna kill him, but like at the end of his episode, and they introduced him. They just introduced him.
Yeah, that was a good way to, because they're obviously gonna go the registration route.
Yeah,
for
100%.
vigilantes.
100%.
So them talking about the mask and not mask. If you didn't hear what I was telling them during the reaction, the guy, when he was talking about how the police don't wear masks and they're real heroes, because they touched on that. In the Punisher TV show as well, because he was talking about how not the TV show, that was season 2 of Daredevil. They touched on that where I think it was the rooftop scene. Frank is telling him
where he's like, you're one bad day for me, that scene?
Yeah, that around there. It may have been that, or it may have been a different scene, but
where he tied up Daredevil, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's basically telling him, you see, I'm a soldier. We don't get the privilege of wearing a mask and going out. We have to do it ourselves. Basically, like a cop.
And get all the blame. Like,
so I know Frank is on that kind of mentality, and I can see where they would take that type of mentality and push the agenda of registering vigilantes, because you guys are a mask. Like I was telling them here, their heroes are all Avengers, but everyone knows who they are, even if they're wearing a mask. Like Cap, when he wears his mask, everyone knows
Iron
that's
Man.
Steve Rogers.
Yeah, they knows that Stark.
So they know everyone. So
because they can trust a face.
These are vigilantes. You're like, who the fuck are these guys?
Yeah.
So we need to register these. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. I can also see it as where, like you're saying, like with the registry, right? Of like wearing the mask, because it's kind of like, you know how Jameson's like, oh, Spider-Man's a menace?
Yeah.
Because he sees his son as a true hero, because his son's an astronaut and a war hero.
Yep.
So he sees it like, my son's the real hero, because he doesn't have to hide, because, and like, the whole thing with when you talk about heroes, they're like, I have to mask myself because they'll come after the ones I love. Well, cops can't have that. Neither can military people. Neither can anybody. And like you said with when he's like, with Frank saying I'm a soldier, we don't get that like luxury. Yeah. It's also in the sense of like there is no veil. Like anybody can come after them at any point, and they accept that, and they still go out. You have a sense of. You know, like Daredevil has a sense because no one knows who he is, so it's like you can't have both lives. You know how Peter Parker's trying to live Peter Parker and Spider-Man, whereas Frank is like, there is no Frank and Punisher. It's only Punisher. like I said, I fucking hate cowards or like people that perjury, like that lie. It's like, dude, even if you're not protected, like own some fucking balls and help save somebody's life. Even though in the end it didn't matter, but like.
Well, in my mind, I also am thinking, he does have a daughter, and and when you're in that moment, like you think you're gonna do something and you're there, and then you're like, fuck.
I don't know. I feel like even if. I don't know. It's one of those things that if like he doesn't know he's talking to Daredevil, but as soon as I would be like, dude, I want cops, good cops, right? Like I want guaranteed good cops.
But then it's like, how do you know the good cops from the bad cops?
Well, Matt does, because obviously that dude that stashed him. No, the dude that stashed him. So he obviously knows that dude. I'd be like, hey, I want that dude in my house.
Keep in mind,
until I move, and then I move out of the city.
He's an addict. He's gonna be.
I know, but like, and that's why I'm not giving him any praise. Yeah. I really don't. Like, in my sense, I would never lie in court. I'd be like, that motherfucker's lying. He was there because I know I'm gonna have protection. Huh?
Would you lie in court for me?
What'd you do?
I would lie in court.
What'd you do?
No matter what it is.
Yes, it does.
If you did
something, no. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
All right, let me ask you
this motherfucker's like, the show has to stay up. I can't do this alone. But like, if you like.
What would I?
For the sakes of YouTube, if you R-word somebody, I am not lying for you, you fucking psycho.
All right, what about something else?
If you murdered somebody, that would have to be specific.
Okay.
It would have to be like, if you're in a 7-Eleven and someone's robbing it, and you're like, you tackle the fucking gun dude down, and you're like trying to stop the 7-Eleven, and he's like about to stab you and you shoot him and you kill him, yeah. I'll say that, like, no one was even there, and you do that. I'll lie for you a little bit, like, just to do that. But if you were like, if it was like Goofy's trial and you went up there and they were like, here's video evidence of you like stabbing 6 kids in a park.
That's not my boy. That's not my boy. That's what I'm doing.
If he stabs...
no. He's in 4K. That's not him. You're a liar. You're a liar.
Jashawn, I swear to God that if I ever stab 6 kids in a park and they have video evidence and you go, no, that's not him, I hope you go down with me.
No.
I hope you go, no.
Let me say this. I'll tell you what would happen.
You're letting psychos
I'll tell you what happened.
What are you doing?
I'll tell you what happened.
I'm lying
they'll
for
be
no
like,
one.
They'll be like, no. Mr. Adams.
No.
In this video, this is Kane Lakes doing,
he's stabbing 6 children in a park.
Children. Who's the man in that video stabbing these children? You a red t-shirt, dude? I never seen that man before in my life. We got a little Foggy talk. He opened up about Foggy a little bit.
I'm glad he's talking about it and he's accepting it because I haven't heard him say one thing about Foggy unless he was talking with Karen. Yep. That was the only time. But now, and you can see in his face, he's dropped and he's like, "This is to Foggy." You know that it's so good to see him kind of talk about it because if we didn't go the whole show without him talking about it, that would have been weird. You know. But yeah, I'm glad we're getting court scenes. I'm glad this isn't just Daredevil. We're getting court scenes with Matt. We're getting moments where he thinks he's at the high point because he's smiling. And he's just like, you were there, right? Yeah. And he's like, no, I wasn't. And then he goes, bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Because he knows he's lying. He knows, other than he knows he's lying because he was there and he said it before, he can hear it. He can hear when someone's lying. So it's just... I say overall that episode, I'll give it a 9.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best episode for like battling or Daredevil.
I'm gonna give it a 9.
I'll give it a 9. It was harsh. That was a good slap of reality, and it definitely sets up for like this show's. It's keeping it harsh. Yep. It's R-rated, right?
Yeah, I think it's TVMA.
Yeah, it's got to be TVMA. They cuss all the time. Yeah, like they're keeping it pretty fucking MA, and they're keeping it realistic too. Yep. I wish I could have gotten another episode, maybe Daredevil and White Tiger together. Yeah. But
that would have been cool.
That's realistic. He shouldn't have put the mask back on. I know it was his duty, but man, let us know what you guys thought about this episode. Did you know who White Tiger was? Are you bummed? Are you on to the next one? Did it hit you as much as it hit me, or are you just coasting right through? Yep. Maybe you don't like the show at all. Who knows? But either way, let us know down below. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, all that shit that you want to do. Below, But. Thank you for being one of the inmates here at the asylum. Peace.